We're not too bad for time today. So this evening, Susie and Brandon are coming to dinner. So I'm making some roast beef because when I got my grocery delivery last Tuesday, I noticed that there was a French cut of beef in there, but it was much, much bigger than I usually do for Alan and myself. So I said to Alan, perfect sign that means I need to invite Susie and Brandon over for dinner on Saturday or Sunday. I gave them the option and they said Saturday. So earlier this afternoon, I peeled some potatoes. I've already got the beef in the oven cooking. What I'm going to do now is get that out and we're going to look at it and I'm going to add the potatoes in around the edge. So I hope you're all an excellent day. This is the second time that I've gone live today from my kitchen because this morning I did the party on Tupperware Lady Imo. But today, this afternoon, it is my regular live at 5. And so I'm very happy to see you. Hello. I see somebody has come on and said hello. I can't see who they are, but if you can see the little link at the top of where we're live, you can click on that. And you should be able to get permission from actually, you know what? I'm thinking I'm just going to have a look. Next time I'm going to look at this. Hi, Ingrid. Good to see you. Hi, Wendy. Hope you're having a good afternoon. Well, you know, about half an hour ago, it was snowing really heavily here, but it seems to have stopped already. So I'm hoping this means that the promised messy storm is not there. Yes, I'm live everywhere. I should be on my personal page as well. So what has been happening to me, Olga, is when I go live on my personal page, for some reason, it doesn't show up there. It seems to be private and I have to reveal it afterwards. So I need to check that out. Hello, Karen. How are you today? Hope you're having a good day today. We had a nice sale with Karen last night. If you want to see what Karen has for sale, you can join my VIP group. The link is above. And once you've joined the group, you will see there's that the live is recorded there, but there's also a big long list of things. Okay, so thanks Olga for checking for me. I'm not actually sure how BeLive is working, but I need to go in and Google it. Why does BeLive come up as private on my personal page? Maybe there's a setting that I can do. Okay, let's get out the Ultra Pro, have a look in there and get the potatoes in to start roasting. Okay, so I have my beef roasting. Oh, it looks good already, guys. I don't know if you can see, but it's roasting in my Ultra Pro roasting pan, which actually is on special at the moment. I'm going to use one of my spoons to just put my potatoes in around the base of my beef here. And what is nice about this is there's still quite a lot of room around the edge of here, so I can make sure that my potatoes are covered in a little bit of the oil from the beef, which will mean that they should roast up. So I've got a mixture of potatoes here. So here we go. So this will just take me a few minutes, guys. So I need to get these potatoes in and cooking so that we can cook. And in fact, we should be able to eat a little bit earlier than we do normally, because I used to do tricks at 6, as you know, and on Saturdays. And so when Susie and Brandon came over for dinner, we always had to wait until whatever I was making there. Yes, I'm going to make Yorkshire pudding today. I got my Delia Smith book out to remind me of the recipe, and I think I'm going to make the mix in my supersonic with the beater. Okay, so we're nearly there now. No, I'm sorry, Kelly, nothing here for you yet, but I am going to be doing carrots. And of course, I have my other furry friend here, although he currently, I think, is lounging with Alan in Alan's office. So we'll see if he comes out. Okay, so that's all of the potatoes. And basically what I've done with those is just nest them around the edge of the beef. And now I'm just going to put, actually the Ultra Pro is cool enough that I could actually manage to pick it up without a towel or anything if I wanted to, but why stress myself? So that's ready. Let's put those back in the oven to keep cooking, and I'm cooking everything at 350. Okay, the next thing I want to show you, look at this, guys. Here is my fruit sponge from earlier. I've got my apple and raspberry and everything there, and I made an extra batch of this sponge mixture. It smells really good, and I'm looking forward to this. And you know, it's going to be for 4 of us, so none of us can pig out, but it'll be nice to have a dessert afterwards. If you want to know what that is what I made on Bureau this morning. Okay, so let's make the Yorkshire pudding mix, because when you make Yorkshire pudding mix, it does suggest that you leave it to stand for a bit. Oh, it says here, actually, for this one, you don't have to leave batter to stand, but I'm going to leave it for a few minutes because I won't start cooking the Yorkshires till about 15 minutes before we're ready to eat, but we can definitely get this ready. So I need, I'm going to put the wet ingredients first. So I need 1/3 cup of milk, 1/4 cup of water, and 1/2 cup of flour and 1 egg. Oh, that's 1/3 cup too. I can never find the 1/4 cup when I want it. I'm just going to get the milk from the fridge. Okay, so I have the milk is 1/3 cup of milk. And this will make about 24 little tiny Yorkshire puddings. So 1/3 cup of milk. I need 1/2 cup of flour. I need to see if I can find my 1/4 cup. Here we go, 1/4 cup of water. And an egg. Now, I really wanted to make horseradish sauce, but I couldn't find a recipe. And then when it started to talk, I did find something. Then it started talking about buying horseradishes. I didn't know there was such a thing. So I need to do a bit more investigation of that to be able to do that next time. So there is the egg. So I'm going to beat this up together first. So what are you all, it's a different recipe for yours. Mine is the same recipe I've been using now for, oh, I don't know how many years. And I love it. And it works out really good every time. This comes from Delia Smith. She's like my guru for basic cooking. Okay, so that's my liquids beaten up together. I'll put this back in the fridge. And now I need to add into this 1/2 cup of flour, some salt and pepper. And then I'll show you how I set up my Yorkshire pudding. I saw the Yorkshire puddings you made the other day, Ingrid. They look really good, love. Let's mix this in. So there we go. The Yorkshire pudding mixture is made. So I'm just going to leave it in there for now. And I have, where's my little cloth gone? I have some Yorkshire pudding pans that I use to make it in. So these are my Yorkshire pudding pans. They're like little half domes, I suppose. I guess we have some silicone ones that is sort of this shape. Oh, maybe I should try one of those. I've never tried those for Yorkshire puddings. But anyway, all I do for these is I take my knife and I put in a little bit, like about that much, a little bit of butter in each pan. And then you have to put this in the oven without the Yorkshire pudding mix. And when the butter has melted, which takes like a nanosecond, because we're going to cook them at about 400 degrees. Oh, here comes Max now. When the butter's melted, I take the pans out again and I pour in the Yorkshire pudding mix. Then I put it into the oven again and leave it to cook. And usually it takes about 12 minutes. My mom, I remember when my mom left home when I was 12, so I didn't have much time with her as a child, but I do remember that she used to make a great big Yorkshire pudding, like one great big one. And I guess at times where there was not a lot of money, she would serve it up to us with some of that golden syrup. And that was like our dessert. Oh, I've missed one. I missed one. So this is how I will cook the. I mean, you could probably put a bit of oil in each, but I've always done it with butter like this. So they're all ready now to go into the oven. And when I cook the Yorkshire puddings, I will turn up the temperature of the oven to about 400. Okay, so now I'm going to get some veggies out and we'll do some of the other stuff. So I was going to go to the store, but I never made it today. So we're just going to have a big load of broccoli today. And we have to give some to the boys. Okay, Killy Billy. Okay, so now they're happy. And I'll cook these. I cooked those veggies that I did yesterday. Oh, you know, last night when I made baked potatoes and Italian sausage and veggies, it was absolutely delicious. We all enjoyed it. Your mum used oil, yes. I'm sure it's fine to use oil. I've just always used butter for mine. So we've got a nice lot of broccoli here for the boys and girls. So I'll put that back in the fridge. And I'm using my large breakfast maker, but of course if it was just Alan and me, I would be using my regular breakfast maker. And of course the breakfast maker, the regular one, is part of the Tupperware Deluxe kit. I'll put these, oh no, I need the carrots. Okay, I'm going to be peeling and cutting carrots. You know who loves carrots, don't you? So I've got out my pre-cut ones so I can feed the dogs at the same time. So these ones are my ones that I use for other cooking. I'll get my chopping board out here. So here you go, boys. Okay, off you go, Killy. So Killian and Max, yes, you use the juice from the beef. Oh yes, I'm sure I could use the juice from the beef as well, but I like to be a bit more prepared in advance. So I've always used butter. But absolutely, Ingrid, that sounds delicious to use the juice from the beef. I'm assuming it's Ingrid talking to me because she's the one that makes Yorkshire puddings. So everybody has their own way of doing things, don't they? That is the beauty of cooking, of course, is that everybody makes things. I know that I would like to go to dinner with Ingrid because whenever I see the things that she makes, they always look really delicious. So what is everybody else making for dinner tonight? Let me know. What are you making for dinner tonight? Because it is Saturday night. I mean, sometimes it's nice to not cook dinner on a Saturday night. Yes, I thought it was you, Ingrid. Okay, so I was telling you that the breakfast maker is part of the Tupperware kit. And so, of course, is the Supersonic Chef, which I used to beat up the mixture for the Yorkshires. And the cost of those two products, if you were to buy them by themselves, would actually cost you more than the cost of buying the Tupperware Deluxe kit. So this is where I now show you picture of the deluxe kit. So you can see in there that there is a breakfast maker and there is a supersonic chopper, and that the cost of the deluxe kit is $179. You end up with $549 of product, and you will also get a set of catalogs. And so it is a really nice kit to have. And once you've joined, there's no obligation for you to do anything. Nobody is going to come knocking at your door and saying, hey, unless you do some selling, I'm taking the kit back. Nobody is like me is going to be calling you and say, hey, you got the kit And now I expect you to sell. You love the peeler. Oh, you got it the other day from me? Excellent. Oh, I'm glad that you love it. I love it too. Okay, I'm going to get rid of these and I'll come back and cut my carrots. Okay, boys, you want some more carrot? Let's see. We'll get a big-ish one for here. Max, you can have 2, baby. And Killy, you can just have 1 because you're just a little tiny thing in comparison. Okay, so I've finished now with my regular carrots. So now I'm just going to cut these into rondelles, and I'm going to cook these in a breakfast maker as well. But I will cook them. Oops, that's not the cupboard. I was showing everybody, look, I have 2 other breakfast makers here. I've already used one today. One. I just use my breakfast maker so much. It really, I don't quite know what I would do without it now. I can't imagine. So let me know, how do you cook your vegetables? How do you cook your vegetables? Do you do them in the microwave? Do you do them on the stovetop? Let me know in the comments, how do you cook your vegetables? I know that I used to do mine on the stovetop. I haven't done them on the stovetop for a long time now, and I can't even imagine having to cook them on the stovetop. Wendy, you do yours in the microwave. Do you use your breakfast maker as well, Wendy? Definitely, I use mine. Sometimes if I've got a lot, of course, I'll use the bigger breakfast maker if I've got family coming over. Or I've also used my vent and serve to make my vegetables too. Just made rice in your rice maker. Yeah, potatoes in your breakfast maker. I guess you could definitely bake, do a like one. So tell us, Shannon, because I'm intrigued now. What sort of potatoes did you make? Did you make them to mash them or to boil them? Definitely you could do it. But I haven't actually done potatoes, I don't think. You use your vent and serve, Wendy? Yep. I've used my vent and serve for that as well. In fact, I remember going to England one time, and my best friend in England, she's always, as far as I know, cooked her vegetables in the microwave for as long as I've known her. But I couldn't persuade her to try the breakfast maker. She likes to use bags. But anyway, sometimes people, they don't want to be told. Actually, I think she has some microwave special things. Ooh, I hear some funny noise. Sounds like it might be not hailing, but sort of, that snow that's like little ice pellets. That's what it sounds like. You just chopped and steamed. Wow, that sounds like a good idea to try. Okay, let me take this out of the thing. We're going to do a draw, and then I'm going to show you a new poster I made about the Ultra Pro. So let me do the draw. So I have clicked on Ingrid. I know it's Ingrid because she's the one who's watching as a Facebook user at the moment. So Ingrid, your comment to me was Ingrid. So Ingrid, if you want to take advantage of 100 for 40, you're very welcome, love. You just let me know and ask me to include it in my next one. Oh, here come the guys. So I'm sure Susie will come on and say hello. She's just excited to see her dog because they've been parted for 24 hours. Okay, so look at this, guys. I have a new poster to put in Here it is. Show in stream. There we go. So we have on sale at the moment the large roasting pan, which is the one I'm using to cook the beef in. And it's combined with the lasagna pan and one lid between the two. Normally, these two would retail for $310, but with this deal, you actually get them for $199, which means that the member price is $149.25. So you get 25. Come and see. Look at my fancy screen now, Susie. Ooh, hello, everybody. This is Susie. So now I've got my carrots ready. I'm going to put those. So I've got carrots, I have broccoli, I have potatoes in with the beef. We've got the Yorkshire puddings to make. And the only thing that's left to make after that is the gravy. And the gravy, I will, of course, as Ingrid knows, make it from the beef juices. So usually when I make the gravy, what I do is I take a little bit of flour, mix it in the sauces that are left, add some boiling water and maybe a bit of Bovril if I need it, and that is how I make my gravy. Oh, you had a thunderstorm? Ingrid's only about 20 kilometers from me, so perhaps even less. So she had a thunderstorm. Actually, I think we had one as well. Come to think of it, I heard a lot of loud noise outside, and I said, is that a thunderstorm? But it's snowing. It just like seemed weird. So that is it from me, folks, tonight. I want to say a big thank you to all of you for hanging out with me. It's been fun preparing our dinner. It's okay, 5:30, that's perfect. So another half an hour and everything will start coming together ready to eat. So thank you for being here. We will definitely enjoy our dinner. Max is very excited to see Susie and Brandon. Brandon, you didn't come and say hello. Brandon's coming to say hello too. So there you go.
Hello, really gotta get down here.
And Brandon, look at this. I just want to show you this fancy thing. So now when I'm doing my live, I can put things into the stream.
Very epic.
So,
we're up in the content game here for Melanie Tupperware.
Yeah, we're trying. Okay, thanks.
Very cool.
Love. Okay, so that's it from us. Have a great evening, and I really appreciate having you guys in my life. Thank you for being here, and I look forward to seeing you again tomorrow for Live at 5. Oh, and for my live sale at 3:30 tomorrow. Take care, everybody. Bye for now. I missed you so much.